Today's really quick video just about helping you make shot selections around the green and how the position of the ball will help you determine what shot to play. I'm going to be playing to this hole here, and as you can see I've got 4 yards of green sloping down towards the flag, and then another 4 yards away I've got my first set of golf balls here on an upslope, a couple of yards further away on a nice flat lie, and then a couple of yards further away actually on a downslope. So let's have a little look at the shots we choose to play from here and give you some advice and guidance. A lot of us are very guilty of just choosing the same shot all the time around the greens, or the same club I should say as well, and sometimes we need to change that to change our chances of putting the ball close. So when we play this shot, it's on a fairly serious upslope. As you can see here, the ball will hardly settle, and now I'm 4 yards of carry, 4 yards of green, and I don't need my most lofty club from here, even though it's tempting, because when I set up to the ball, I'm going to be on a slope, I'm tilted, the club's tilted, therefore there's more loft on the club than it says on the bottom. I therefore are using my 54-degree club here, not my lob wedge, so that it runs out. If I was to use my most lofty club, it may go a little high, pop down and not run out towards the hole. So with the club face square and a little putting chipping style stroke here, we can just use a simple action, land it somewhere near the fringe, and I reckon it'll run out pretty close to the hole. Okay, about 1.5 foot short, pretty good, landed just short. And we should be able to do this relatively regularly from this sort of range when we've got a little bit of upslope, which helps us. Okay, landed it a bit further. How did that not go in? Anyway, so 7 or 8 out of 10 I would expect to get up and down from here. I think you can expect a similar level because it's a relatively easy shot. As we move further away, I've now got 6 yards of carry and only 4 yards of green, and I've got to negotiate this mound in front of me. So I do need loft, but I need more loft than I had for my 54. So I'm going to change to my 58. I'm going to play exactly the same shot. Let the loft change the trajectory of the ball, land it somewhere near the fringe, and let's see what we can do from here. Good lie, so we've got no issues there. Just have to trust the loft on the club and play the same shot. Okay, hit the other ball but heading on its way. Again, landing just about on the fringe and letting it run out towards the hole. There you go. So, fairly high percentage of getting up and down, although I'm managing my expectations. I won't get it as up and down from here as often as I will from here over a long period of time. Still fairly confident. Let's move to this one. We're now on a downslope. We've got 8 yards to a fringe and only 4 yards of green. We're properly short-sided, and I've chosen a lie where there's no grass at all. So things are not in our favour. We need to change the shot. If I was to try and play the similar shot here, again, I've got not a lie, which is not helpful. I've got to carry the ball too far, and whatever I did, it would run past the hole, probably to the other side of the green. So let's change this. First attempt I'm going to try is a 9-iron, and I'm now selected a shot which brings into play the ground and avoided the aerial route entirely. Let's choose a really bad lie. And I'm just going to move the ball very slightly back in my stance because of the slope, no other reason. Keep the club face square, and for all intents and purposes I'm going to be putting this ball with just a little bit of loft on my 9-iron here. And after very few attempts you can get the hang of the pace here pretty quickly to run out onto the green to a distance which is very friendly. We may want to try some different clubs here. Any club in the bag could be used for this shot, just depends what you're comfortable with. I'm going to now use a 7-iron. A bit hotter this one, so the stroke can be shorter, but some of you will prefer this. Let's see how we get on with the 7-iron. Again, just make the fringe. Didn't feel as I had quite as much control over that one. And then let's try the one which I would highly recommend. Most of you will have a rescue in the bag. I haven't at the moment. I've got my driving iron, so I'm going to use a 3-wood. Grip this as far down as the club will allow so it doesn't snag on your clothing. Definitely a putting action here. The extra loft from the 3-wood over a putter will just get it rolling nicely, and they tend to come off super hot. So just a little bit of practice, but you'll find this is a very friendly club from this sort of range. Up and over, might go in, rolling out. Best result of the lot. So let the position of the ball determine what shot you're going to play. Don't pre-decide anything before you get to your ball. Have a look, make a decision, and hopefully you'll be able to take a couple of shots off your scores. And if you need any help, you know where to find us in the shop.